I'm sure you've all heard the people you're around most are the ones that shape you, laughing at random things that may have happened months ago, constantly changing as a person due to your influence, maybe even acting different towards them. Those people for me are my parents. They make me cry and they make me laugh, but I think hasn't everybody done that? But for them, it's different. I feel different when I'm around my parents, like people I can actually trust and talk to. Most of the memories with my parents are ones I'll never forget, whether it's going on vacation or even just staying in the house on a Saturday night watching a movie. My parents being the very few people I can never hate. Starting with my mom. I can't say I love when we fight, but our emotions are always tied, attitudes linked. But after we're done fighting, she always comes to me and she just seems like she knew everything I was thinking about. Everything being tied together, making us basically one. I'm sure you've also all heard that you have one parent you can always talk crap to, and that is my mom. We are the gossip girls of our whole family, and we will never stop. And you know those commercials with sad music and starving animals just flooding the screen? Me and my mom would always watch those on the couch, just crying. We could never stop watching them because we always felt so bad for those animals, and we'd always want to give them a place and a home to live. Being so sensitive to the world, and trying to hide it, even still to this day. But not only has she brought me into the world, you always have to think there's another person in the picture. My dad has formed me more inside than out. Random nights in the kitchen, just dancing together and him making random noises with his mouth acting as music. Him just embracing my weirdness all the way, making me kind of the person I am today. He has also seemed to more or less form my anger issues. And I know you may be thinking, a girl that cries all the time and now she's angry? That does not sound like a good mix. But it couldn't have formed me better, because I'm the funniest person you'll probably ever meet. He also has really bad back issues, so whenever a shirt or a hoodie tugs on his shoulders wrong, it'll instantly come to me, making me more or less kind of seem like a middle-aged man, or like Adam Sandler. But I don't really mind, because they're really comfortable. Now, I know he may not be my biological dad, but my stepdad has formed my attitude more than me inside. He has taught me how to fight, and I know you may be thinking, a grown man and a little girl, that doesn't really sound like a fight, but it was. He would always throw me over his shoulder and just declare himself a winner, with the reoccurring question being, hey Kay, wanna fight? Wanna wrestle? And that still happens to this day. I remember just a few months ago, he did this same exact thing. And I said, yeah, because we haven't in a few years. But he flipped me over his shoulder again, and I was speechless. I didn't know how he could still do it. He's also bought me my best friend. And now, that may sound weird, but it's not a person. It's a little stuffed animal, and her name is Emily. I remember when I got her, I was around like 7 years old, and it was up in Mackinac. And when he got her for me, the lady at the front counter, she said, oh, how sweet of your dad to buy this for you. I was a kid that didn't really understand that he was actually like my dad. I said, that's not my dad. And we walked out, and she was just sitting there, felt probably really uncomfortable, but I was just a kid. He's also made me quick with my jokes. Now you can't really think when you're telling a joke, because then it just sounds too stuck up and you don't sound funny. You just have to be quick with it, and he's taught me how to do that. He has also formed my spats, making me just a crazy person overall. My parents have been my firm foundation and number one supporter since birth. My mom shaping my looks, attitude, and sensitiveness. My dad embracing my weirdness and my anger issues, as well as my style. And my stepdad, teaching me how to fight, buying me my best friend, and basically forming my spats. Them all shaping my humor, making me the person I am today. Always surround yourself with people who care about you, not ones that'll leave you broken, even if they're your own.